Hello my Wolfpack and welcome to a team building episode. So I've gone through and built my team for the first week of the TBL. I can't talk. I'm versing Heffnastyy and with the St. Louis Charizards, that side, this here that you can see right now. Yes, very, very scary team as you can see by his mons there. So we have Delmise, Mega Charizard X, Lucario, Landorus T, Tapu Fini, Araquanid, Articuno, Ditto, Zebstrika, Cofagrigus, I don't know if that's how you say it, and Azelf. So, very, very strong, crazy team, to be honest, to be dealing with. The 6 ones that I think he's going to bring are the ones that I put on the top row, so Delmise, Mega Charizard X, Lucario, what's his name? Landorus, Tapu Fini, and Araquanid. I think Araquanid's mostly coming for the sticky web setup. I think that's going to be a Reliant, so I have prepped for that. And then we have Tapu Fini, who has what does Tapu Fini have? Tapu Fini, who I think just generally is going to be part of his I can't think of the name. Fairy Steel Dragon Core. I think the Fairy Steel Dragon Core is going to be Fini, Charizard, and Lucario. So all 3 of them are going to be coming. At least that's what I'm predicting. Lando T is definitely coming because it's just an absolute beast. It's terrifying. Like, this is the main fear. Like, Lando T is probably the biggest thing I'm scared of. I'm actually really scared of the Delmise as well, just because my T, like, I haven't really got anything that can hit it as hard as I want to. And then I'm unsure if, like, the Azelf could come, but I'm not sure. I think he would rather have the sticky web on Araquanid. Cofagrigus could come instead of Delmise. I'm not sure on that, but I just feel that Delmise hits my team a little bit harder. So that's why I've gone with that. Ditto, again, I also thought could come. Ow, I just hurt my arm. I don't know. Ow, that hurt. Ditto could also come, but I don't know what that would replace. Maybe Delmise or Araquanid. I've really put in a lot of work for these. I don't think Articuno is coming at all. I don't think Zebstrika is going to be coming. I can just combat Zebstrika with Donphan too easily. And yeah, I guess we can go across to my team now, because I just wanted to give you a brief overview of what his team was. So my team, we are looking at, so I need to actually go here, I need to look at my showdown. So we have Mismagius with Icium Z, Icy Wind, which is kind of like a really, really weird thing, but the fact is that Mismagius will outspeed Landorus T, and I can get the Icium Z off, hopefully, assuming it doesn't change out, predicting it. I don't think it would predict it though, because it's a really random move to have. So Icium Z, Icy Wind. Mismagius there. Also Levitate is there for ground immunity, and then we also have, what else do we have? We have ground immunity. We have, can't think of what they are. Ground immunity, fighting, and normal immunity there as well. We have the Icy Wind. We have the Shadow Ball there for the Delmise. Hopefully, like, after Stealth Rocks, I think there's like 25, it's either 25 or 75% chance of it taking it out. Obviously, if there's some EV investment in there, it's going to make it a little bit difficult because I'm still getting used to Draft League format. Thunderbolt is there for the Fini as well, and Araquanid. Also, I think that this could probably deal with Araquanid. Well, it'll probably get taken out, but hopefully, if I can get a nasty plot up, it's faster than all of his mons, except for a Mega Charizard with Dragon Dance, and I believe a Scarfed Lucario. I think that is the only thing, those are the only 2 things that are faster. But I think the Lucario isn't really going to stick around against Mismagius unless he's got Dark Pulse on it or something. I don't know what Lucario really learns as such. I can't think off the top of my head. But I think Mismagius will be a good combat. Obviously, Lucario can be run. Sorry, I've got the hiccups again. Mismagius can be run. No, Lucario can be run both physically and specially, so I've got to watch out for that. I don't know which way he'll run it, to be completely honest, so I'm just going to guess. And then, yeah, so Icium Z is on there. EVs, 216 with a Timid Nature means that I outspeed a Max Speed Landorus, a Max Speed Charizard, Mega Charizard X, before the Dragon Dance. So hopefully I can get in there and maybe pull off a Shadow Ball, just to get some damage off there. Maybe even Icium Z it if other plans go to thing, because I've had to prep mostly for the Landorus, to be honest. I've prepped mostly for the Landorus. Second of all, yeah, I just put 24 in HP and 16 in special defense. I just thought, let's just play around. Komao is fast and special, and we've got Life Orb on this thing, with Clanging Scales, Flamethrower, Focus Blast, and Auto-Demise. I don't know if that's how you actually say it, so my hope is that I can get an Auto-Demise up, and that will make me faster than anything, I believe it increases your speed by, like, doubles it. Yeah, it doubles your speed. And then we have Focus Blast, Flamethrower, and Clanging Scales, which can basically take out all of his team after Stealth Rocks. This is like a Focus Blast does have to hit sometimes. Flamethrower is there purely for the Delmise because I really think that's going to come. Clanging Scales is on there because it does a heck of a lot of damage, and if I'm fast and everything, I should be hopefully one-hit KOing everything. So this is a potential win con. Yeah, and we've got Bulletproof is the ability there, just in case there's a Focus Blast. I think there's a chance of... I think it stops Focus Blast. I can't remember... Yeah, it stops Focus Blast, stops Shadow Ball as well. So the Delmise is a little bit less able because I can switch it in. We also have Zangoose there, obviously, for switch-ins. Gone for an Adamant Nature here because I'd rather have the special attack. Not an Adamant Nature, sorry, it's Modest Nature. I'd rather have the special attack, to be completely honest. And then we have... obviously, it was just 4 in special defense because I thought, screw it, let's put 4 in special defense. Zangoose, we have Toxic Orb, Toxic Boost, obviously super handy. Like, it's just, hopefully I'm going to be, like, Protect. I can't get my words out. Protect is there to get my Toxic Orb going, just because I think I will need that, just that security. Then we have Facade, Ice Punch, Knockoff, so Facade is going to do a lot of damage. I believe it Oko's Lucario, and the reason I've run this as Jolly is if the Lucario is... I believe the Lucario, if it's Jolly, we speed tight. If it's Adamant or Modest, or like if Jolly or Timid, if it's Adamant or Modest, we outspeed it. So that is kind of the point of the Jolly there, because then I can take out with one hit on Facade. Lando T, if it's anything other, so if it's Impish, if it's Adamant, if it's not Jolly, basically, we can take it out there as well with an Ice Punch. So I'm hoping kind of here, so for a little bit of luck maybe. I feel like Landorus could come with Stealth Rocks, but I also feel that it could come Scarfed, I feel like it could come Fly MZ, it could come any of them. The Ice Punch is purely there for the what's it called? The Landorus, possibly as well the Delmise. Knockoff is there for Cofagrigus, also to get rid of annoying items because I know some ones do hold very annoying items. And then we have max attack on this thing, so I just want it to be able to hit things. It can again do a lot of damage. The Charizard does take it out in one hit, I believe. Actually, no, I'm not sure. I think the Charizard Flare Blitz does. Actually, no, Charizard, I believe the Flare Blitz does. No, it does take it. I can't remember. It might be another one where it didn't. I think it's Komao with the Flare Blitz. Like, the Dragon Claw doesn't take out Komao without the... I can't talk. Without a Dragon Dance, it doesn't take out Komao. If it does get the Dragon Dance up, I will then bring in Porygon 2. That is my kind of idea there. Yeah, I think Toxic Boost and Zangoose is going to be coming in handy here, definitely. I think it's going to be... As soon as I get it off, I'm hoping that it will be good. The only issue I'm slightly seeing at the minute is a Raquanir, but I think Facade will deal with that anyways. But the general, like, I'll go over the general idea of what my team is at the end. And then we have Choice Scarf Nihilego with Beast Boost. Yeah, this one is hopefully going to help us with our victory. So we have Sludge Wave, Power Gem, Hidden Power Ice, and Thunderbolt. So Hidden Power Ice takes out the Landorus. Even if the Landorus is scarfed, Hidden Power Ice will take it out. 100%. And, well, unless it's got... I think it needs like 72 EVs invested into special defense with 0 speed. I think if it has max speed... No, 0 HP, sorry. If it has max HP, I think I still have a chance to OHKO it after Stealth Rocks. I think it was like a 6% chance, so it's quite low. But I think the Landorus is going to be run more offensively. I feel like the Landorus is just going to be kind of there to sweep my team, because Earthquake can really mess me up. Once he's got rid of them to Magius. I think Komao can just about live. Same with Donphan, I think. I do recall 1 or 2 of them being able to live, but I've kind of put so much work into getting rid of the Landorus. Like, this is why I've got a lot of my moves related to Ice type, because it just helps there. And then Thunderbolt is there for the Tapu Fini as well. I think, well, no, not necessarily. Like, I think the Tapu Fini, no, it's not there for the Tapu Fini. Bad Midnight. The Sludge Wave is there for the Tapu Fini, which I believe is a 37.5% chance to take out the Tapu Fini after a Stealth Rocks. And then we've got Thunderbolt on there for the Araquanid, just in case it comes. Yeah, just to do a little bit of damage to it. Hopefully it'll be fine. Donphan is the next. Oh no, hold on, I should explain the EVs in this one, shouldn't I? 232 EVs. Make sure I outspeed the Charizard after a Dragon Dance. We can OHKO the Charizard with Power Gem. So that, like, I think a lot of this is going to be Nihilego being switched in on either a kill and then taking out a Mon and then having to change out to set up another move. I think that is going to be a lot of kind of this week's match. So it might go quite fast. It could go very badly. If I think the Lucario is a massive issue. That's also why I have Thunderbolt there as well, because Thunderbolt can do a not substantial, but a good amount of damage to it. Ideally, I want to get rid of Lucario first before I even bring this thing in, because then I can click Sludge Wave and have a chance. Next up, we have Donphan, who is definitely setting up Stealth Rocks, as you've heard me talking about this loads. Stealth Rocks is going to be set up, hopefully, first turn, depending on what I see him bring. If he brings the Araquanid, I'm probably going to be a little bit like, and could end up going into, I'm not sure who I'd go into first, maybe Porygon 2, just to kind of deal with that. But yeah, we have Earthquake, Ice Shard, Stealth Rock, and Rapid Spin. Ice Shard again is one priority, so hopefully I can get a couple of chips off of that. Earthquake takes out the Lucario and also the Charizard after, no, not even after Stealth Rock. It just takes it out automatically. And then Rapid Spin is to get rid of those incredibly annoying sticky webs that are going to be coming, and maybe Stealth Rocks. I don't know if the Stealth Rocks will come. If the Stealth Rocks don't come, I will be grateful. Yeah, so I'm just hopeful. I'm being hopeful right now. Then we have the EVs on this thing. So we have 244 HP and 60 in special defense. So you're probably asking, why such a random number? So the special defense 60 means that we can definitely live a Focus Blast from the Lucario, even if it gets a high roll. It means 100%, and I'm worried about that. That's the one I'm worried. Also, we can take a couple of little hits. Yeah, like that was just the work there. And then the Adamant Nature is just there to kind of do as much damage. It does take out a lot of mons, so I'm hoping Donphan is going to be able to do a little bit in this. Stealth Rocks, obviously going to be... I'm hoping that I can try and set my Stealth Rocks up for free at some point by forcing a switch out, so maybe having, I don't know, coming in, I don't know, I'm gonna have to think about it properly, but I have a couple of thoughts which I haven't thought all the way through yet, and this could go badly. It could go really well, it could go really bad. And then we have our defensive boy over here. Well, not boy, I don't think you even have a gender. You do not have a gender. So we have Recover, Ice Beam, Tri Attack, and Toxic. Recover is obviously to get our health back. With max defense, we only take about, I think, 60-something% damage. I think it was like 63 or 64% damage from a Flying MZ max attack Lando T. So I can recover off that, hopefully. I think I could live... He would need both high rolls for me to die to an Earthquake and a Flying MZ. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, both of those. Like, he would need high rolls for me to dice those. So we've got Recover there, Ice Beam again for the Landorus. I'm not 100% sure. I keep on having to calculate this, but it's either one hit takes out the Landorus or 2 hits take out the Landorus. I keep on forgetting. I don't know why. It just won't stick in my brain. Tri Attack is there. Like, this thing cannot go up against Lucario. This thing cannot go up against Lucario. This thing is not coming in against Lucario at all. I have several other mons that hopefully, like Mismagius, Gomato, Donphan, hopefully they can deal with the Lucario. This thing can't touch it. So I was going to initially put Thunderbolt on there for Araquanid, Tapu Fini, and whatnot, just to get them to get damage off on Lucario. But then I thought, no, I'm going to do Tri-Attack because I am worried about the Charizard, and I think if I have to come in against the Charizard, I can then Tri-Attack on it and get some damage off, or I'll get Toxic on it. Then that means that it does have to change out, so it can Dragon Dance once. I can then recover stall it, hopefully, with the Toxic there. So hopefully that'll work. I'm not 100% sure. If it just ends up with him getting like 3 or 4 Dragon Dances up, then obviously I'm just going to be completely obliterated. But we will see how this goes. We will see how this goes. Overall, I think my idea, my main idea was to get Stealth Rocks up, to get some chip damage off on all the Mons, get rid of Lucario, somehow we'll get rid of Landorus, and then Nihilego can just come in and sweep late game. That is my thought. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I also have Komao that can come in late game and do a lot of damage if I can set them auto-demise. And Clanging Scales, I think I then outspeed everything and it should take everything out if I've got chip damage. Even the Lucario, I believe. I can't quite remember, but I've got the Focus Blast for that. So hopefully it doesn't miss. Knowing my luck, it will. I have Flamethrower as well. I think the Flamethrower also takes it out, so we will see. We will see. Zangoose, it can also do a lot of damage. Doesn't outspeed everything though, so I've got to be careful on that. Also, the Toxic damage will rack up pretty quickly, so realistically, Nihilego, Zangoose, or Komao could probably end up being late game sweepers on this thing, but I don't know yet. I'm going in with a lot of power, and then Porygon is kind of my defensive one to deal with Lando T and Charizard. And you will find out tomorrow how that works out, because I'm posting this on Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday, and I'll be posting the actual battle. I haven't had the battle yet. I have the battle on Saturday. I'm very nervous. Apparently, Heff, who I'm versing, had used a team last season that he didn't even draft and just did amazingly. So yeah, I'm just here like, oh my god. I think everyone sees it was an amazing battler, which I've never seen the battle, so I don't know. But we will see. We will have to see how things go. The team obviously is very scary. My matchup isn't very good. I did consider bringing Meganium for the screens and Leech Seed kind of spamming, but then I thought, honestly, it's not going to go well. It's not. I just didn't feel that I could really touch much with Meganium, so I was like, no, let's leave Meganium this week. I didn't want to bring Blastoise. Blastoise just didn't really do what I wanted it to do. Same with Sigilyph. I could have brought it, but I just don't think that I could live much. Coco, I did really consider Coco, but then I was like, I would really rather have other mons. I'm pretty sure I was going to prep for Coco, and the Landorus versus my Coco, there's no question about it. Coco loses. But yeah, that is kind of it for the team builder. I hope that this has made some sense and you can understand some of my thoughts. Basically, it's just trying to get chip and late game sweeps, depending on how things go. I can hope Donphan is going to come in clutch in taking out either the Charizard or Lucario. I have multiple ways of taking out each mon. If the Articuno comes, Nihilego can take that down easy. It's not even going to touch it. I can't actually remember his other mons. Azelf, I think I can deal with, quite honestly. Mismagius, Zangoose, everything. I can't deal with that. I can't remember the other mons. Zev Striker, Donphan just immediately will destroy that. Same with everything. I think like Zev Striker is not really going to come as too handy with him this time, so I'm not expecting that at all. What are the other? Cafagrigus, I think Delmice does a better job this time. If we do see the Cafagrigus, I'm not going to be happy because, again, it's still a very difficult one to deal with and it can be run defensively or especially defensively. But I have a feeling the Tapu Fini is going to be run especially defensively, so we will see. We will have to see what goes on. The Ditto, I cannot prep for. I cannot prep for the Ditto. I really have no idea how I would deal with the Ditto, quite honestly. And that will have to be spur of the moment tactics if that comes. But yes, also, oh, Porygon 2 has a modest nature. That is because I believe that means it 1 or 2 hit KO for the Landorus, guaranteed. I can't remember if it was 1 or 2. Like it won't stay in. So yeah, the modest nature is specifically for that. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Do you think we are going to win, or do you think we are going to lose? I will not be offended if you say we're going to lose, because I quite honestly think I will lose this one. But hey, out of the two of us, one of us has got to lose, so I'm not too worried. But yeah, that is it for today. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon.